Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to use if and if not operators for type checking in PowerShell. So in this video you will learn how to check data types in PowerShell using if and not if operators. This is, I think, essential when you are working with objects and dynamic data. So we can start. What is if? If operator looks like this, returns true if the value is of the specified type. So we will do something like this. We will create a variable, for example value equals hello. This is a string variable, of course, and now we can do something like this. So value, and now minus if, and we will check if the value is of the specified type. So we will use in the brackets, we will type in string. Of course, this value is a string, so we will get true in that case. As you can see, we are getting true. But now we can check how to get false. So for example, we will check if this value is an integer. It is not, so we will get false, of course. So this is how you can use the if operator. This is the, I think, most basic usage. We can check not even the value, not even the variable, just for example text like this. So we are typing in 1, 2, 3. By default this is an integer. So we are checking if 123 is an integer. Of course it is true. We can also check, for example, the DateTime type. So I will do get and date. By default this comment is printing something like this, so we're getting the 14th April 2026 and 10:59:12, so this is the exact time and day from today. And we can check if this is a DateTime data type. We can check that by in the brackets typing in date and time like this, of course with T, and it is true, we'll get true. And now we have a if not. If not is of course a negation, so we will be returning true if the value is not of the specified type. So in the case of value we have a string, so if we will use value is not a string, we will get false, of course. But if we will do value is not a integer, for example, we will get true. So this is how it works. Again, we can check, for example, with this 1, 2, 3 is not an integer. This is false because it is an integer, and we can check for the string. As you can see, this value is not a string, and the same for this date time data type. So if not, this is false, but for example we can check if it is string. This is true, this is not a string. So this is how you can use it. Maybe I will show you a little bit more practical example. So you can of course use it in the if condition. So we can create a value equals 24. This 24 is a string. So we will check if, for example, value is a string. We will print, for example, this is a string like this, and we can close that. As you can see, in that case this is a string, even though this is a number, but this code makes it a string. I can change it to the 42. Now this is a integer, and now we'll not get a text. So this is how it works. And maybe I will show you with the array and the pipeline, the last example. So you can do something like this. So you can do data. This is an array that will contain data. The first data will be text. The second will be some integer. So we have string, integer, and maybe this date data type. So get and date. And now we will print that. As you can see, we have text, we have string integer and this get date. We will filter only for integers. We have to use pipe in order to do it. So in data, we will filter for where we will use where object like this, and we will filter. So we will have to pass the value, and with this value has to be checked, and we need to check if this value is the integer data type. This is how it works. So we are passing the first value here, we are checking, and if it is, we will print that. So we are passing this value here. It is not the integer, so we are not printing. Here we are passing this value here. It is an integer, so 1, 2, 3 is the integer, so we are printing 1, 2, 3. And in this case, this is not an integer. This is date time data type. We are passing it here. We are getting false, so we are not printing it. And this is how it works. Maybe I will show you some more type checks. So like this, I will show you the, I think, very important example, because object. What we are doing? Hello and object. We are getting true. Why? Because all types, I would say, inherit from objects, and I can do 1, 2, 3. This is also true. So no matter what data type you will compare to the object, you will always get true. Now we have this value of 42, which is a string. We can check, for example, if it is an array. So we can check if value is array, for example. It is not, but for example, we can check if data is array. As you can see, it is true, because I said before we are creating an array. We can check if the file data is hash table, for example. In that case, of course, this is false. You can check the whatever data type you want to with this use with this if and and if not operators. So this is all in this video. This is how you can use if and if not operators for type checking in PowerShell. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.